Ripple XRP. So we now have some behind the scenes footage at Davos 2024 in the preparation of the new world order that the elites are discussing, and it has some things to do with rice. Could we potentially not be eating rice anymore and be eating rice grown in a lab? I have some other news as well in terms of Ripple and the XRP ledger, and I will actually be looking at the price action for both XRP and XLM coin today. All I ask from you are two things, which is to smash that like button and to subscribe to the channel as well. We're just going to quickly take a look at the price right now for XRP. You'll see over here we're currently trading at 0.549, so we're just under that 55-cent level, and on the 1 day chart we are up by 0.71%. On the 1 week we are down by 4.5%, and on the 1 month we are down by 10.9%. and for XLM coin we are trading at 0.114, and for the 1 day chart we are up by 0.9%. Week we're down by 4.1%, and for the month we are down by 6.7%. I thought that just show you these current prices as of now so you can currently see where they are trading. So let's take a look at this from Jesse Waters. We have over here that people at Davos are talking about a new world order. Don't worry, you have nothing to worry about unless you like to eat. As you know, before they have said that we will be eating bugs, and also to do with the fact that you will be owning nothing as well. The WEF is unfortunately something that we haven't asked for as civilians.
Infinite, because he's making money to save the world. The men who make money building the world, they're greedy. They should go bankrupt and be arrested for climate crimes. How'd Gore get to Davos, by the way? He didn't bicycle. And remember last year he said we'd die from rain bombs?
So as we know, with these world leaders, of course, they take private jets, not only to this annual meeting, but to other meetings as well. And also they don't hesitate to question in regards to not only how much taxpayers' money that they are wasting, but also in terms of the environment and their carbon footprint as well.
And once the mascot's finished, it's time to plan the future. Not their futures, your future.
That order seems to not be the order anymore. We are on the way to a new order, so we are between orders.
A new world order. So what will that look like? But the point is you have nothing to be worried about. Well, unless you like to eat.
In most of Asia, rice is still grown with traditional methods, which requires flooding the fields. And when you flood the fields, you basically kill the weeds with water, which sounds good, except it takes huge amounts of water. They basically decompose underwater, and when they do that, they release methane. And so actually rice production is one of the largest producers of methane, which is, many times more toxic in terms of greenhouse gas emissions.
Rice is like the top crop in the world. What are they going to replace it with? Lab rice. Yum.
And that's the thing, we know that rice as a crop itself is very popular in Asia, and we could potentially be seeing lab rice, and it doesn't sound like as if that is an unrealistic option. I mean, look at what they've done with the meat, right? They have done lab-based meat and most likely jack up the prices as well whilst they're at it.
Well, they don't need jobs because they'll be arrested.
We have a kind of cultural, very ingrained habit of not taking damage to nature as seriously as we take damage to people and property. If you're campaigning for human rights, at least you know mass murder, torture, all of these things are serious crimes. But there's no equivalent in the environmental space. With ecocide, what we see is actually what people are trying to do, what businesses are trying to do is make money, is farm, is fish, is do all of these things that are producing energy and so on. What's missing is the awareness and the conscience around the side effects, around the collateral damage.
Imagine you're taking your son fishing this weekend, got your lines in the water. Next thing you know, you're in handcuffs for ecocide. Those fish have constitutional rights. And if that doesn't work, we're still not at net zero, you get slapped with a carbon footprint tax.
I would say digital and sustainable need to go hand in hand. And what do I mean? Yeah, there are initiatives like we are driving as industries, Catena X, where we are trying to measure the footprint throughout the value chain. And what would that give us? Yeah, I would have a bottle like this, and I could tell you from the iron ore to the logistics to the glass, what is the carbon footprint of this bottle?
And what are they actually going to get out in terms of measuring the carbon footprint of this bottle? In my opinion, I think the only reason why they're going to measure the carbon footprint of certain products that you use is because they will probably be imposing some sort of tax on you, and so essentially you as a customer are going to be getting penalized for what you want to consume.
I could price it. And I could tell you now you are doing good because you now pay 20 cents more, but you are very conscious that you have a green product, yeah?
No, James Bond villain, no.
I think it's ridiculous. I mean, at the end of the day, a lot of people don't actually trust the WEF. And also with what I've just shown you, there are only a few of these clips that they've actually got up to. I mean, they've got up to other things as well. I believe that they are gearing up for the Disease X, which apparently is actually worse than COVID-19. I think roughly around about 10 times worse. And I don't think that they are actually about saving the environment at this rate. I think that they just want to put fear into us. And also they want to actually put the farmers out of business so that they can take control of the food supply. I mean, in relation to this, we also have Grok as well that has roasted Klaus Schwab at the WEF. This was posted by Elon Musk. You can see that Grok says, Klaus, you're a walking, talking example of what happens when someone reads too many dystopian novels and starts to think that they're a self-help guide. And the only way that I know to prevent the next pandemic and fearmongering is by getting rid of the WEF. So we have over here from Chad, Franklin Templeton announces that they are the first traditional finance firm to launch a tokenized fund on the Stellar blockchain. Now, this news obviously came out quite a while ago. However, it is still very important because the assets under management at Franklin Templeton is $1.5 trillion.
I'm known for saying that Bitcoin's the greatest distraction from one of the greatest disruptions in financial services, which is blockchain. So a lot of people took that as I'm not a believer in Bitcoin. And yet, you know, launching this ETF, you can see obviously the demand that's out there for Bitcoin. And I think there's a lot of reasons why that is. I think that one, from a blockchain standpoint, the ability to pay, Bitcoin's going to be a key component of that. And the technology is going to open up a lot of really interesting types of investment opportunities. We actually launched a tokenized money market fund. We're the first mutual fund first traditional asset manager to actually launch a 40 Act fund on a public blockchain, on the Stellar blockchain.
And this is the thing when it comes to these tokenized funds. We have the real world assets, you know, the tokenization. We're going to see a lot of tokenization with your stocks and ETFs, with property. It's going to be an absolutely big player, and I'm all excited for tokenization heading on into the future. We'll also be seeing other players such as Hedera HBAR, of course, tokenizing assets as well. I just want to show you this video that we have from XRP Healthcare, talking about the fact that why they have actually built on the XRP ledger.
Laban, let's talk XRP. What's it solve?
Right, it solves payments, fast payments that are decentralized. So with XRP, the reason why we built our project on the XRP ledger is because it's very quick, it's secure, and it's decentralized. So you don't have to go through the banking system, which is key.
And we know that for the XRP ledger, the thousands of transactions can be settled in seconds. It's very high speed and also low cost as well operationally. And so of course there are a lot of benefits for it, and that is the reason as to why XRP Healthcare has chosen that ledger. Chad Steingraber has posted this screenshot of Max Kaiser saying centralized garbage going to 1 cent, and it's the price of XRP coin being at 0.530783. Currently right now XRP coin is just below that 55 cent level, and Chad said BlackRock owns you now. And admittedly, a lot of people have been frustrated with the price action for XRP. Actually, we have gone lower. We made a newer low. If you just actually have a look at the chart, you'll see over here we did actually go to 0.529. Now this is a newer low that we have made, and we haven't actually seen it for quite some time. I mean, if you have a look at the 1 month chart, we were pretty nice. This, you know, last year on the 28th of December, we were at just under 65 cents. Even on the 1st and 2nd of January, we were still doing well, you know, at that 63 cent mark. However, we have come down. We were able to make a slight comeback to 0.612, but with this newer low, unfortunately, it looks like as if we could potentially be retracing back to the 52 cent level. And so it makes sense as to why people are, for example, angry with the price action. But for other people, they actually like it because it means that they can get into the coin at a much cheaper price. But these are the times when the price is pretty much stagnant and like this, and we are seeing this retracement. That is when you should actually be getting into the coin. For Stellar XLM coin, you'll see over here we are trading at 0.114. We did take a dip to 0.11. Now this was yesterday. We have made a slight comeback, not too bad, but if you have a look on the 1 week, we were at that 12 cent level, just on the brink. However, we've just retraced ever so slightly. I still think that XLM coin is still doing pretty well. I mean, again, despite hitting 13 cents, we were still doing well at that 12 cent mark, and it was able to hold the mid-range of the 11 cents, and we are not too far off from where we are right now. Guys, if you want daily Ripple XRP and Stellar XLM coin news, subscribe to the channel and like the video as well.